Today, we are going to discuss about zero and integral exponents, and I'm going to give you few examples on how to solve those zero and integral exponents. Okay, so first example natin, we have 12x raised to 0. So yung una, walang parenthesis. Yung pangalawa, merong parenthesis. So, tingnan natin kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng meron at ng walang parenthesis. Okay, dun muna tayo sa unang given. So, obviously, kapag 0 ang exponent, it is equivalent to 1. So, we're going to have 12. Since wala siyang parenthesis, yung base ng 0 ay x lang. Hindi kasama yung 12. So, x raised to 0, that is equivalent to 1. So, if we are going to multiply that, that is 12 times 1. So, we are going to have 12. Doon naman tayo sa pangalawang given. So, since naka-parenthesis, ang base ng exponent natin dito ay yung 12x. They are considered as 1 since they are together inside the parenthesis. So, obviously, it is equivalent to 1. So, from the example, kita natin kung anong pagkakaiba ng may parenthesis sa walang parenthesis. Second example, we have x raised to 0 plus 3 multiplied by x plus 3 raised to 0. So, isa-isahin muna natin. So, yung x raised to 0, equivalent niya is 1 plus, copy lang natin yung 3. So, we're going to have 1 plus 3. And then, x plus 3 raised to 0. So, obviously, magkasama sila sa parenthesis. So, we are just going to equivalent it into 1. So, we're going to have 1. And then, 1 plus 3. So, that is 4. Multiplied by 1. So, our answer is 4 times 1, we have 4. Next, we have 4m multiplied by n minus p raised to 0 all over 4m raised to 0. So, if we are going to simplify this, we are going to have 4m, and then since yung n minus p parehas naka-raised to 0, so equivalent natin siya sa 1 over, copy lang natin yung 4 kasi ang base lang naman nung 0 ay yung m. So, yung m raised to 0, siya lang yung equivalent into 1. And then, multiply. 4m times 1, so we're going to have 4m. And then, 4 times 1, we have 4. And since 4 divided by 4 is 1, we can cancel it out. So, ang maiiwan na lang is m. So, our answer is m. Next example, we have 45a raised to the 4th power b squared all over 5a raised to the 4th power b. So, we are just going to divide 45 divided by 5. So, we're going to have 9. And then, if we are going to apply the law of exponent, we are just going to subtract the exponent. So, we are going to have a raised to 4 minus 4. And then, we're going to have b raised to 2 minus 1. And then, simplify. So, we're going to have 9. So, obviously, 4 minus 4, we're going to have a raised to 0. And then, b raised to 2 minus 1. So, we are going to have b raised to 1. So, kapag ang exponent natin ay 1, hindi na siya nilalagay. So, b na lang. And then, simplify natin yung a raised to 0. We're going to have 9. Ang equivalent ng a raised to 0 is 1. And then, b. So, 9 times 1, we have 9b. So, our answer is 9b. Next, 81a raised to 5 over 9a squared. So, by applying the law of exponent, we are just going to divide the constant, which is 81 divided by 9, So we are going to have 9. And then a raised to 5 minus 2. Subtract lang natin yung exponent. So 5 minus 2, we are going to have 9a raised to 3. Another example, 9a raised to 5 over 81b squared. So since we cannot divide 9 by 81, kunin na lang natin yung lowest term, which is 1 over 9. Hindi natin pwedeng isubtract yung a raised to 5 at yung b squared kasi magkaiba sila ng base. So kapag magkaiba yung letter or yung variable natin, copy na lang po natin. So we're going to have a raised to 5 over b squared. And then multiply numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. So we're going to have a raised to 5 over 9b squared. So this is our answer. Another example is 3x cubed y raised to the 6th power over x raised to the 5th power y raised to the 4th. So since ang constant natin is 3 lang, we are just going to copy 3 and then subtract the exponent. We're going to have x raised to 3 minus 5 and then y raised to 6 minus 4. Now let us subtract. So we're going to have 3 minus 5, so that is negative 2, x raised to negative 2, and then 6 minus 4, we have y squared. Dahil hindi pwede ang negative exponent, kailangan natin siyang gawing positive. So para maging positive, ilalagay lang natin siya sa denominator or ibababa natin siya. So maiiwan lang sa numerator is yung 3y squared over x squared. So kapag nilagay natin sa denominator yung negative exponent, magiging positive exponent na siya. So our answer is 3y squared over x squared. Okay, so we have a raised to 5 over a raised to 7. So again, law of exponent, subtract lang natin yung exponent. So we are going to have a raised to 5 minus 7. So that is a raised to negative 2. So again, hindi pwede yung negative exponent. So ibababa lang natin or i-reciprocal natin. So kapag ni-reciprocal natin yan, magiging denominator na siya. So it will become a squared. And then yung numerator natin is 1. So we're going to have 1 over a squared. Last example is 28a squared b raised to the 6th c all over 7a raised to the 5th power b raised to the 4th c cubed. So again, yung constant, i-divide lang natin. So 28 divided by 7, that is 4. And then the rest of exponents, subtract lang natin. So we're going to have a raised to 2 minus 5, b raised to 6 minus 4, and then c 1 minus 3. So, subtract natin. So, we're going to have 4. 2 minus 5, that is negative 3. 6 minus 4, that is b squared. And then c raised to 1 minus 3, so that is negative 2. So, since meron tayong dalawang negative exponents, ilalagay lang natin sila sa denominator. So, ang maiiwan sa taas or yung magiging numerator natin is yung mga positive exponents. So, we're going to have 4b squared over a cubed c squared. So, this is our answer.